The death toll from the massive earthquake in Turkey and Syria has unfortunately now crossed 21,000. The number is likely to rise. Now, the first UN aid has also reached Syrian rebel-held zone, and chances of finding survivors are now low in Turkey and Syria, now that the 72-hour mark that experts consider the most likely period to save lives, that period has now passed. Meanwhile, the chief of the World Health Organization said that he was on his way to Syria. The bitter cold is also hampering the search of thousands of flattened, the search of the victims, the search of people in the thousands of flattened buildings, and it is threatening the lives of many earthquake victims who are without shelter and drinking water in that bitter cold. Remember, it's the 7.8 magnitude earthquake that struck Turkey and Syria early on Monday in an area that, of course, is prone to devastating earthquakes, and it in fact killed people in their sleep. Now, it added to the existing human tragedy in an area where many had already suffered loss and displacement due to Syria's civil war. Meanwhile, India has stepped up its help for Turkey. India's Operation Dost is being carried out with Indian rescue teams and medical aid assisting Turkey by providing relief material, rescue equipment, and sending medical teams, including the National Disaster Response Force or the NDRF. Now, a video from Gaziantep also shows that an NDRF team was using cranes and other heavy equipment near a collapsed building to search for survivors. India has also set up a field hospital in 5 hours in Hatay. Now, there are stories of miracles that are emerging from earthquake-hit Turkey. The visuals that you're seeing on your screen on your left, a 6-year-old girl was brought to safety from the rubble of a collapsed building by a team of the National Disaster Response Force or NDRF that's been deployed in Turkey by the Indian government. Now, the government tweeted that standing with Turkey in this natural calamity, India's NDRF is carrying out rescue and relief operations at Ground Zero. Team IND-11 successfully retrieved a 6-year-old girl from Nodangi in Gaziantep today. Now, NDTV is reporting from Ground Zero on the human tragedy. My colleagues Tanushree Pandey and Uma Shankar are on the ground reporting on the rescue efforts. Take a look at this ground report that Tanushree sent us.
The death toll of the Turkey and Syria earthquake is continuously rising. At least more than 20,000 people are now known to have been killed and thousands are injured in an earthquake which struck the southeastern part of Turkey near the Syrian border on Monday. It was a 7.8 magnitude earthquake, and the epicenter, the first earthquake, struck in Gaziantep city where we are right now, and as you can see right behind me, the multi-storied building has completely crumbled. It has completely reduced to dust, as you can see. Many families used to live here. Several have been rescued alive, but many have also lost their lives. The rescue operations are underway. While we speak, you can see there are huge machineries and equipment which have been brought in. Many countries, of course, we know as a matter of fact that many countries are sending in their help, and huge machineries have been put in place so that the debris can be pulled out and as many lives can be saved. Because the first 48 hours are the most crucial, and then the numbers of survivors enormously decrease. The first 48 hours have already passed, and already the death toll we know right now stands at least 20,000, which is including the ones who have died in Turkey and in Syria. This area where we are standing right now, the city of Gaziantep, was in fact the city which was the epicenter of the first earthquake on Monday, and there has been massive destruction. There is more destruction as we move on the outskirts of the city, and this is just the central area where many buildings have completely crumbled. And we have been speaking to many eyewitnesses who are telling us that it took these buildings less than 2 seconds to fall. So you can imagine that the magnitude of the earthquake was it was one of the most major earthquakes ever witnessed in the history of Turkey, and several families were rescued, but many have also lost their lives when this building collapsed. In fact, the rescue operation is still underway, and India is one of those countries which has stepped up its aid. India has already sent many medical teams NDRF personnel and more than 5 to 6 flights with all the rescue teams and rehabilitation material has already reached Turkey. This is happening under Operation Dost. This is what the country is calling it, and this is the face of the destruction, the devastation and the human cost which we are showing you live from ground zero in Gaziantep, which is the center, the epicenter of the first earthquake in Turkey. We will be getting you more updates. Uma Shankar Singh and I will be getting you all the ground reports from ground zero and the devastation and the human cost, which is absolutely unbelievable. I'm Tanushree Pandey reporting for NDTV from Turkey.